আছেন, তো তাদের জন্য ইংলিশ টাইপ করলে বেটার হতো।
Okay, না তাহলে fully I will go for full English then. Okay,
Yes,
thank you. Thank you. Great. Okay, so without further delay, to like you have to give me the like approval to share my screen because now it is disabled. Okay. Him, can you give me the permission?
Yes, sir. আপনি ইয়া করলে আমি করে দিচ্ছি।
But I cannot share now. Still not possible. Host disable participant screen sharing.
আচ্ছা স্যার, আমি দেখছি।
এখন বোধহয় আপনি পারবেন, আপনাকে কো হোস্ট করে দেওয়া
Oh,
হয়েছে।
হ্যাঁ, thank you Farhana, এখন পারা যাচ্ছে। Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so okay, so today's session is on the emotional intelligence in the workplace. So this is just a okay, so just I think that you guys got my introduction already, so I'll not further spend time, but this is some promotional thing. Recently I have published one book, Code of Success. Okay, so today I'm going to focus on emotional intelligence, and before that, to understand the emotional intelligence, why this is actually needed and why this has been introduced. To understand that, I'll be focusing on a very interesting concept that is called the mood meter, and I'll be also focusing on the importance of the emotional intelligence and emotional intelligence in practice, why I need to have it. And the last few minutes I'll spend on how to develop, actually to give you some sort of idea, like what are the ways you can like start developing the emotional intelligence, because it's a lifelong thing. Emotional intelligence is a lifelong thing, interestingly. So I'll just give you, how to start learning the emotional intelligence. Now, understanding emotion, that is very important, because we are emotional creature. We are not machine. So you cannot expect someone to behave all the time in the same manner, because the performance, attitude, it all changes from time to time. So that's why understanding the emotion is very important for yourself, also for myself, for example, because if I can understand how I'm feeling right now, it will be easier for me to do my work. And also it is important to understand others' emotions. So it's very difficult to understand the emotion because it's a very intangible thing, it's abstract, but we'll try to identify the emotion based on a very interesting like theory. Okay, so always I ask the same interesting question, that how you are feeling right now. So if I ask the question to all of you, for example, now how you are feeling right now, so what should be your answer? You can put in the chat box how you are feeling. For example, for my case, I'm feeling excited because I got a very good audience, and I have heard that the audience are coming, some of them are coming from abroad also, so I'm very excited. Okay, Tonmoy Sarkar is angry. Oh my god. Any other emotion, how you are feeling? Good and normal. Good, happy, disappointing, I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling stressed, confused, I'm feeling interested on following topic, feeling curious, happy, frustrated, happy. Okay, now let me pick some from there. Like, think about it. Suppose somebody is feeling happy. So how to actually identify that I am happy, or how to identify that I am sad, for example, or how to identify I am tired. So let's pick two words from now. One is tired, another is happy. Suppose, how to understand that I am tired? How to understand I am tired? So, and if I think that, okay, how to understand I am happy? So the person, like the person who has developed this mood meter, he has identified that there are two things by which I can identify that how I'm feeling down. One parameter is actually I'll be actually taking you to a whiteboard. So very interesting thing. I expect you to actually try to be supportive and cooperative. I know that maybe some of you are writing that you are tired or like frustrated, but trust me that within a very short time you will feel good. So there are two parameters. This part, normally we call it y-axis, but here we'll call it energy. So at any point of time, my energy level can be highest +5. It can be as low -5. And this is not fraction, so it can be +1, +2, +3, +4, +5. It can be -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. So you see that if you feel positive energy, then any number you will pick from there. If you are feeling tired, so now it's right now. Those who are telling that you are tired, what is your energy level? Definitely it is negative, right? And those who are saying that I'm happy, what is your energy level? Positive, right? So when I'm saying that I'm frustrated, then the energy can be positive. It be somewhat positive actually. And if you are say that I'm excited, for example, this is more positive, right? So the theory says that your energy level can be -5 to +5. So now I'm refining the question again. Rather than asking you how you are feeling right now, I am saying that what is your energy level right now? Can you put the number in the chat box? For example, for my case, it is +3. +3. For me, it is +3 because I come back to my home at 7, and it's a long tiring day. So, but I have feeling good because I'm sharing my knowledge with great participants like you. So right now my energy level is are you listening to me? I hope so. Okay. So +3, +4, very good, very good, very good. But those who are tired, I know I'm not seeing any minus. Those who are tired, for them, I expect minus number. If you are tired, if you are sad, if you are unhappy, if you are depressed, then it should be energy should be minus. Okay. But for most of the case, most of the participants, yeah, that is the number I'm looking for. -3 is there. One person is -3. Fine. Yeah. So Salome, like, okay, if I can pronounce it in a right way. So she is having -3. Yes. So now one of the parameters to spot your feeling or your emotion is actually energy level. Okay. Now the second one. Second one is there. I'll go in that direction. Okay. This is actually, if you are feeling good, then it is pleasant. And as before, the pleasant value can be +1, +2, +3. Unpleasant. So it can be -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. Pleasant name is 4. So this is actually my feeling value. Can you try to see where is your feeling? So can you spot your feeling in this mood meter? So this is called the mood meter. Very interesting thing. This is the mood meter. So this part is actually both positive. In this part, energy is positive, but you're feeling unpleasant. Here, both negative. Here, your energy level is minus, but you're feeling pleasant. So now, can you spot yourself, like where you are? Where you can spot your feeling? So now I'll think about it. Like if you have pen and paper or whatever. So now, yeah, pleasantness one is -4, and what else? Yeah, so I'm getting some point. Very good, very good. Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, great. So can you actually spot yourself? I am in the first quadrant. My position was there. Okay, so now, interesting finding. Based on your two numbers, one is energy level, another is pleasant or unpleasant. Think about the side. What is this side? This side have both positive. Any idea? When you are here, what should be the color? What should be the color of this? Then this one, and this one. What is this side? Some of you are there. Your energy is positive, but you are feeling unpleasant. The meaning is that what should be the color of this side? Can you write in the chat box? What should be the color of this side? Where your energy is positive but unpleasant, what should be the color? What should be the color of? This is actually red. Suppose you are angry. So energy is what?
It may be black.
Black is actually to represent the, what should I say? You are like it's because of some loss or something like that. So it is actually better color is actually red to represent that. So you are angry, suppose you are frustrated, you're anxious, and any idea what should be the color of this side? This side means what? Like your energy is negative, you are
Yellow.
feeling, you're unpleasant. So the worst emotion you can have.
It is full red.
It is actually blue. We call it, actually we give it a color blue. Okay, what about this one?
This one might be green.
Fantastic. Yeah, it is green. It is very serene. You are feeling cool, you are feeling calm, right? And this one we give it a yellow color. Okay, so now based on your two numbers, can you now tell what is the feeling? What is the right name of your feeling? What can be the right name of your feeling? We'll be revealing very soon. So this is the thing that I have already taken you through. So this is yellow, this is red, this is blue, this is green. So actually this is the one. So for me it was 3 there, and for me it is 4. So you see, what is the name of my feeling? You can check from there. What is the name of my feeling? So this is 4. You see, I'm optimistic, right? I'm optimistic. For excited, you need to have more energy, more pleasant, right? And you guys can pick your word from the, like those who are frustrated, who are saying frustrated. What was your energy? Your energy was -4 and your pleasantness was -3, right? And if you become more frustrated, what should be the feeling? Left hand side, what is this? Furious, right? Furious. What are some of the feelings of? So it is important to understand the feeling. If I can understand what I'm feeling right now, then I can actually work on the feeling. I can process the feeling. I can use. If I don't understand what I'm feeling right now, then I think that my emotion can work against me. You understand that point, right? So if you understand, then you can just put a reaction like this. So you can put a reaction like this one. You can put like, if you understand that, okay. But it is making sense, right? We must understand the emotion, right? It's very important for us to understand the emotion, why, what I'm feeling right now. Okay. So, and how difficult to manage their moods, basically. Understanding is difficult, managing is more difficult, and that is why this is the phenomena, that is the pictures we see. Some got angry. What is the color of this gentleman, this person? The whole mouth, like opening the mouth. What's the color?
Red.
Red. Yeah. What is the color of this lady? What is the color of this lady? This one?
Maybe ash color. I'm not sure, but maybe.
Sir, black.
No, black, no black.
No,
Sir,
there
pink.
was no black color. There was no black. Positive or negative?
Green. I
Negative.
think green.
No.
Not green, because she's not happy. She is unpleasant, I guess.
It's yellow.
Then what's the color? Oh my God, no, man. It is then blue, isn't it? Her energy is low and also feeling unpleasant, isn't it? Then what is the color? Blue, right?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Sir, the color is blue.
Yeah. So if you think that the last pictures were actually fabrication, this has happened. You saw Serena Williams, Zinedine Zidane, and the last picture is from the Ukraine. Because what is the main reason? So I'll be showing you one very interesting video.
The second one may be very angry.
So from the video, what we can understand actually, that we just too quickly. And this is very important. If we don't actually understand the emotion of ours or emotion of others, basically, we mostly jump to conclusion. And this is really like not very good for our career. This is the question actually. Is it important to manage the emotions? The answer is yes, right? Do you have to?
Yes, sir.
Manage our emotions? We must understand our emotion. We must understand how I'm feeling, how others are feeling. Now, emotional intelligence is an essential part of the whole person. So your personality, based on two numerical measure, quotient, and emotional intelligence is measured by the EQ, emotional quotient. So now this emotional intelligence has become a new domain, and it was introduced introduced in the year 1995. You can easily see psychologists, so professors of psychology. They had the ability to use your emotions to form an optimal relationship with your psychological thing. But Daniel Goleman, he is a gested the performance of so many corporates in the business, and he has identified intelligence. Some are performing better, some are becoming CEO, some are moving forward in their, given it the name of emotional intelligence. And to him, he has given his definition, and this definition is fantastic. And we are actually using his definition. It is the first. Number 3 is for motivating ourselves and for managing emotions well in ourselves and others, basically. So you can see that he has identified it as a capacity. So what is the capacity? The first thing, the capacity of recognizing our feelings and the feelings of others, right? The 2 things. The first 2 is what? Recognizing your feelings, recognizing others' feelings. And why will be doing that? The words are stuttering or stuttering. I guess my internet connection is not good. So is it true for all of the participants? I don't know. Sometimes if your own internet situation is not so good, you might have the problem to receive.
It's not
Actually.
always
Me
clear.
also listening by the breaking audio.
What?
Your voice is breaking down.
Okay. So sorry for that. So I think that the internet condition is so bad. Maybe I'm really.
If you turn off your video, you will.
Okay.
It is really laggy.
Yeah. Now can you hear me properly?
Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
Okay, fine. So I think that when I'll be talking, I'll actually put my camera off, right? Okay, you can listen now very well, quite well.
Yes, better than
Okay,
previous.
fantastic. Okay, fantastic. So emotional intelligence is actually what, as told by Daniel Goleman, this is basically the first one is the capacity. First thing you have to understand is it's a capacity. Number 1, it's a capacity for recognizing your feelings. Second one, recognizing the feelings of others. Third one is actually motivating yourself. Fourth one is managing emotions well in yourself and in other spaces. So can somebody type it in the chat box? Like, or maybe I can type it. So you see, it's a capacity. So it's a capacity. The first thing you have to understand, it's a capacity. First one is that capacity of what? Recognizing emotions of yourself. Number 2, emotions of others. Number 3 is motivating yourself. Number 4 is managing emotions of you. And 5 হচ্ছে managing emotions of others. So you see, like already you know that we have covered 2 things of emotional intelligence, isn't it? How? What is the tool to cover the first 2? Mostly like at the beginning level. Mood meter, right?
স্যার আসসালামু আলাইকুম
Aslam.
স্যার একটু আগে কথাগুলো আপনার ভেঙে ভেঙে আসছিল তো কোশ্চেনটা বুঝি নাই আর কি
Mane, my question is that like how we can get to know about the first 2. Like already I have covered it, like at least for the beginners level, that how to recognize your emotions and how to recognize others' emotion using the mood meter, right? The first thing, the mood meter can help you. The first thing. Second thing is that how to motivate, how the emotional intelligence can help you to motivate. For example, if I am feeling like, sometimes we really don't understand why I'm feeling, why I'm having a certain feeling, right? So for example, suppose I met one of my friends and I have found that the friends have done fantastically well. I feel a bit low. I cannot, focus on my work. Then how the emotional intelligence can help me? I can understand that, okay, I'm feeling jealous, right? And
Yes, sir.
if I feel jealous, what I should do? I should now ask the question that, okay, why I'm feeling jealous? Like, is it because my friend is doing good, or he's lucky, or I'm not getting what I want, or is it because I'm not working hard? What do you think? And if my answer is that I'm not working hard, then still will you feel jealous? If you found that your friend is working hard and you're not working hard, so your friend is achieving a lot of things and you are not achieving a lot of things, so will you still feel jealous? No, you'll not feel jealous. You'll feel that, okay, so he or she has achieved because of her performance, because of his hard work, then I also need to do my hard work, right? So sometimes asking the right question can help you to actually motivate yourself. So that's why you see that if you have a good emotional intelligence, you will be able to use your emotion for emotion positively. But if you don't have the emotional intelligence, then you will use the emotion in a negative manner, right? Okay, now fourth one is the managing emotions of others and managing your emotion. That is the toughest part. The fourth one is the managing your emotion. Yeah, to some extent you can do. But what is the toughest one? What is the most challenging one? I'm writing it. Managing
the emotion of others.
emotion on others. So this is the toughest thing. Let me tell you, this is the toughest thing. And this one actually tell you that why emotional intelligence, why having high emotional intelligence is so important. So now you can see the slide, right? Again.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so last thing, again, you can you can put your sound in mute, but you can rehearse with me. All of you can rehearse with me. You don't have to make your sound unmute, but you can just rehearse with me. Emotional intelligence is the capacity for recognizing your emotions and others' emotion, for motivating yourself, and for managing emotions of is the emotional intelligence definition. Okay, now emotional intelligence, already it has been told many sources that emotional intelligence is so valuable skill, and the world's famous 2,600 hiring managers, they have said that 72% said that they value the emotional intelligence. 78% say they are more likely to promote a high emotional intelligence worker, and 76% claim that they would not hire someone with a high IQ if they had low emotional intelligence. So you can easily understand from there that why emotional intelligence is so important, because the HR managers, they are basically focusing on the emotional intelligence for recruiting, for hiring, for promoting. So hiring and promoting. Sometimes we say that you will have this quote that IQ will get you job and EQ will actually get you promoted. Okay, now emotional intelligence, already we have mentioned the 5 things. So now it is the time to see all of them in details actually. So the first one is the self-awareness. Self-awareness, being conscious of how you show up in the world. So your mood meter will help you to have the self-awareness, and you will actually understand that how you're showing up in the world, and you will be conscious about your actions, reaction, habits, and the behaviors. And you will be also able to know your strengths and the weaknesses. Now, research is saying that when you see ourselves clearly, we are more confident and more creative. We make sounder decisions, build a stronger relationship, and communicate more effectively. We are less likely to lie, cheat, and steal. So the First thing about the emotional intelligence is that, like, this type of people, they are self-aware. So they are conscious how they are showing up in the world. Weakness is very well. They know their worth. Let me give you one simple example. Suppose one day you met a person and the person is saying that you are fantastic. You feel delighted. After 7 days, you met the same person, and this time the person is saying that you are a very bad person. You feel so bad. What is the problem here? Can somebody take the floor and explain? So you met one person, he says that you are fantastic, you feel good. After 7 days, the same person came to you and said that you are a very bad person. You feel bad. What is the problem? You can take the mic and take the floor and say that what is the problem with this? What I am lacking? Can you explain?
Lack of self motivation.
Okay, good attempt. Let me tell you. Yeah, not identify. That's the true thing. So you see that, like in the 7 days, I haven't changed. So I am actually, my mood is actually changing based on somebody else's opinion, isn't it? So I don't know my self-worth, right? I am depending on others' opinion. You got my point? I am letting somebody to control me, control my emotion. Is it good or bad?
Yes, sir.
It's very
I
bad.
cannot control my emotion.
Yeah, so it is very bad. Somebody else is controlling. So I am giving the remote control of my life to somebody else's hand. Is it good or bad?
Absolutely bad.
Bad.
Absolutely bad. And then somebody can manipulate us. Somebody can, let us actually destroy our career. So if you are self-aware, they cannot do it. This is a great news. Like, not a great news. I should say that why it is a great news, because you are having a lecture on that. That is why it's a great news. In the USA, only 10% to 15% people have the self-awareness. So other 90%, they don't have it. So you can now understand that why emotional intelligence is so valuable a skill, because it's high demanding. Few people have it. It is like a diamond skill. Only few people have it. And self-awareness is the building block of the emotional intelligence. If you don't have the self-awareness, then you no question that you have the emotional intelligence. Then your emotional intelligence is very, very poor. You are self-aware, but still your emotional intelligence can be low. But if you don't have the self-awareness, then sure that your emotional intelligence is very low. Okay. Now the second one is the self-management. Like, can I manage my emotion? Can I see the big picture? And like, can I be self-responsible? So in my opinion, the meaning is that you have the switch of your brain at your hand. So you can actually manage your emotion. So you know that how to manage, when something go wrong, how you can stay calm, and how to use your jealousy and all these other emotions for your betterment. So this is the self-management thing. Okay, one interesting video I want to show here.
Good. 23rd and Broadway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go. How are you today?
Doing good. There's so much to do. So much to do. Whoa! Whoa! Watch out! Whoa, that was close.
What the hell? You almost hit me. Where did you let you drive? Hey, you mad? Give me late now. No.
How are you so calm and so friendly? This guy almost ruined your car and sent us to the hospital.
Well, I'll tell you something, man. People are like garbage trucks.
Really? Now, how's that?
Well, they run around with garbage, and they're full of disappointment, full of frustration, full of anger. And when their garbage piles up, they start to explode. they need a place to dump it on. And sometimes they'll dump it on you. But you know what? You don't take it personal. You just wave, smile, you wish them well, and you move on. Don't let their garbage spread to the people at work, at home, or on the streets. You love those who treat you right, and you pray for those who don't. See, now life is 10% of what you make it. The other 90 is how you take it.
This is a great lesson for all of us. Life is 10% is how you make it, and 90% is how you take it. What is the meaning of that? In your life, maybe out of 10, 9 situations will be controllable, 1 situation will be uncontrollable, and most of us actually fail poorly to work in the best manner in this 10% situation, and that causes us heavily. Basically, think about the Zidane's like what Zidane has done in the year 2006 in the final match of the World Cup. So self-management people, they really can understand that how to keep calm in the tough situation, because life is 10% how you make it, 90% is how you take it. 90% is how you take it. So self-management is very much needed, and statistics show that if somebody don't have self-awareness, 95% chance that you don't have the self-management. And another statistic says that if you have self-awareness, 50% chance that you have the self-management. So from the example of the USA example, you can understand that out of 100, only 5% have both. So this is why emotional intelligence is so important, because out of 100 people, only 5% have both self-awareness and the self-management. Okay, now the third one, the self-motivation video. So what is the takeaway from this video? What to be learned from this video? The boy was actually comparing himself with him. Actually, the kid, yeah, never give up. Fantastic, thank you. So never give up. And another thing is that he was comparing with himself, right? He was not comparing with anybody else. He was comparing with himself only. So this is the self-motivation, that people who possess the self-motivation are driven to achieve beyond the expectations. So this is my actually creation, that after achieving certain status, like giving 1% input can let you have huge output actually. And this is the area where most of the people actually give up. There is a book called Good to Great. Here the author has told that good is the enemy of great. So most of us actually, we don't work after we achieve the level of good. We never try to go beyond the goodness to make ourselves great. So that's why you really have to have the self-motivation skill to make yourself great. Okay. Now the fourth one, this is the empathy. Empathy is actually understanding others' feeling, that already you can understand from the mood meter and putting yourself in other shoes. So most of the cases actually we don't want to listen to others. We don't try to understand others' point of view, and as a result of this, we basically just too quickly. So empathy will let you understand the other side. And if you can have all these four, the self-awareness, self-management, self-motivation, and the empathy, then you can make a strong relationship with others. So relationship management. So you'll focus on the building relationship with others, being able to communicate with a variety of different types of personalities, and building the solid relationships over time, and creating the most out of every relationship you encounter. So when you have the emotional intelligence, you make every relationship valuable. Valuable doesn't mean that it's not on a commercial point of view. Like you let the people like who are valuable to your life, you let them spend time with you, and you actually get yourself out of the toxic people. So emotional intelligence will help you to have a good circle for your life. Okay. Now,
Yes,
impact
sir.
of the emotional intelligence. So, which is rightly told by Dale Carnegie, that when dealing with people, let us remember we are not dealing with creatures of logic. We are dealing with the creatures of emotion, creatures bristling with the prejudices and motivated by pride and the vanity. So, you can never ignore that human being are actually it's a creatures of logic. Okay. Now, recognizing the emotions part, like the skill of emotional control is perhaps the most valuable skill you can ever acquire. So this is the most valuable skill: self-control, self-management. Now, we actually face the difficulty to recognize the emotions. So when we face the difficulty, some people stop expressing, some actually repress, which is even worse. And so this is the some of the situations. So when you don't have the emotional intelligence, you don't express and you feel depression. And what you have to do, basically, now I'm giving you the way to actually learn the emotional intelligence. So you have to take back your power. So you have to catch yourself experiencing an emotion and ask, what do I observe in my body language, vocal tone, thoughts, behaviors? So taking all these things together, I can understand, I can tell you that you have to actually do what? When you are experiencing an emotion, you have to ask your pleasant level, spot the emotion, the mood meter I will share with all of you, and then you can check. Okay, so when I'm doing that, what is my what is happening in my body? What is in my body language? What is my vocal tone, thoughts, and behaviors? Then you can actually work on your emotion. For example, suppose your boss has actually told something bad to you, then you can work on this emotion that okay, I'm feeling sad, and then you can ask the question, what makes me to feel sad, what makes to feel disappointment, and then if you can start asking some question, you can work on your emotion and you can get the benefit actually. And what are emotions telling? The learning of emotional intelligence, that emotions give signal. We say that no emotion is bad or good. Emotion actually gives signals. So emotions are red flags. It is trying to tell you something, and it is there to communicate with us. So you have to learn that what is trying to communicate, and they are there to create the awareness with us. So the lesson of emotional intelligence, that note, you can take the note, that emotions give us signals. Emotion try to tell us something. Try to understand that, and the mood meter can help you to do that. I think I'll skip this. Yeah. Okay. Self-regulation now. Okay. So are you seeing a diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the self-regulation test. Look carefully to the diagram. Now I'll ask you 4 questions about this square. So this square is same size, and now you can see A is the white area, right? B is the white area, C is the white area, D is the white area. So A, B, C of same size, but D is more, it covers more size, more space, right? Okay. Now divide the white area in square A into 2 equal pieces. Can you do it? How to divide this A into 2 equal pieces? What to do? It's just a puzzle. Solve it. How to divide the area of A, this area A, into 2 equal pieces? What to do? Is the answer right? Right answer, right? It was easy, right? Dividing A into 2 pieces, it is easy, right? You're getting?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now the second test. Bit difficult. B into how many pieces now? 3 pieces. What to do? How to do it? Right answer?
Yes, sir.
Now the tough one. You have to divide the weight area in square C into 4 equal pieces. How to do that? Can you think a bit? This is the way actually you can divide into 4 pieces. Yeah, here comes the last question. Are you ready for the last question now?
Yes, sir.
Easy, bit challenging, more difficult. Last question. Divide the area D into 7 equal pieces. Can you do it?
Sir, we can divide from angle to angle into 7 pieces.
And some of us.
আড়াআড়ি ভাবে
So why you couldn't?
Sir, we can divide it by cross connection.
We are actually conditioned actually. So when we say that okay, easy question, difficult, more difficult, then we expected what? We expected D to be very difficult, right? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And that's why we most of us we thought in a very difficult manner that okay, the answer could be very difficult, and that's actually that happened actually. It was just to see how our minds can be conditioned, and the lessons learned. Most of the times our mind gets conditioned so much by the circumstances that we cannot see the obvious, and this is the test of emotional intelligence, the self-management one. Basically, we assume things are so complicated and we got entrapped in the ghost of its thoughts. So that's a big crisis. Okay, so this is the main reason. The main culprit is actually our biological system that is coming from the biology. This is our brain anatomy, and the information actually is coming, it comes from this the survival brain. It goes through the emotional brain and it goes to the thinking brain. So what happened actually, our neocortex, it has the rationality, it has the intelligence, but most of the times the decision is taken from the emotional brain. These neocortex don't understand, like before it gets the information, the decision is already taken. And that is why we say that our neocortex get disabled. So having emotional intelligence means what? You let the information go to the higher cortex actually. So you let your neocortex work, and that is why some very intelligent people, they sound very stupid sometimes in complex situations. You will understand that very brilliant people who are considered brilliant, they actually feel panic and they really cannot perform in the times of difficulty, challenging situation, and that is the test of the emotional intelligence. So emotional intelligence basically shut down our neocortex. Okay, now how to increase your emotional intelligence? This is one of the things. You have to see the other sides basically. So ask other people to understand the type of person you are and how you behave. So try to get more from others, like try to understand that how I am perceived. So this is very important. We never give time to understand others' perspective, and that is also called the lack of empathy. So very interesting video, the last video most probably. So we'll spend some time and then we'll almost going to the conclusion. Okay, so I think that you got the lesson from the story, right?
Yes, sir.
What is it about? Like, it's about prejudice. It is about the lack of empathy. Most of the times, actually, we become very judgmental because we don't try to look at the other's story, basically. So that is very important. We have to give some pause and try to understand. We cannot just jump to a conclusion. Yeah, and this is sometimes we actually give up, we lower our standard for others' behavior, others' statement, and the emotional intelligence can help us. So don't lower your standards for anyone or anything. Self-respect is everything. So learn how to have your beliefs. So this is the self-aware while accepting the ideas of others and not causing tension in the relationship. It is crucial to your success in the workplace. So you try to find out like what is personal, what is professional, and then you start working. Like it has happened. I can give you the experience. Like I have found that one of my colleagues one day, he is telling to me that, oh my God, I don't want to work anymore. I will not do the hard work because in spite of working very hard, I'm not getting noticed by my boss. That by not, that hearing from boss means that you are rationalizing boss's point. You should never give up actually. So giving in without give up. That is actually the emotional intelligence. Right? Okay, so I think that is the last slide. Like how to increase your emotional intelligence. So you can take a note. It is difficult to cover the emotion. Give you some tips, and you can write it down, and you can try. And within a very short time, you will find yourself that your emotional intelligence level has been increased. So the first thing is that every day, like try to write it down, like what is positive in your life. So you appreciate what is right. So to sleep, start writing it. That what are the positive that. The second one is actually the increase your emotional vocabulary. So the mood meter.
Hello, sir.
So try to know more words, like spend more time. Hello.
Your voice was breaking.
Oh, okay. Sorry for that. I think that it will come back again. And number 3, talk to others using the I message. So don't be passive, be assertive. And number 4, be your own best friend. So have positive self-talk with you. And don't say that I am a failure. So you say that I fail in this particular event. So sometimes if you don't get your get the desired output, don't say that I am a failure. Try to find out where did it go wrong, basically. Like, was it because of my less working or less preparation? So try to identify the area. And number 5 is that you have to listen with heart, like listening skill should be developed. So you have to spend more time to listen to others' story. Then the empathy will go up. And talk back to yourself. And the 7th one is actually take care of your body. So if you go back to your mood meter, you can see that your emotion has a lot of things to play to work with your energy level, right? So body plays a very vital role. For example, if you feel disappointed, you know that your energy level is low and you're feeling unpleasant. So what you can do, you can at first increase your energy level, and then you can listen to music or do your favorite task, and then I think that you will have the positive emotion. And the last one is that you have to smile more. So try to smile more. So we say that our body doesn't understand that whether we are faking or not. So if you smile, our inner body understand that I am happy, so they release more dopamine hormone, then I feel better even. Okay, so thanks a lot. So this is actually end from my side. Sorry for the internet disruption. So over
Can I ask
problem,
a question?
to our host.
স্যার কারো মনে হয় কিছু কোয়েশ্চেন আছে, একটু যদি নিতেন।
Okay, yes, yeah.
Sir, as a third year economics undergraduate, sometimes I feel depressed, like my mind does not work. I cannot focus on my study or research, and I feel so much so depressed that I cannot concentrate randomly. So what should I do? How can I increase my focus and also the other thing?
Yeah, I think it's very interesting and tough question. What I believe that self-awareness can play a vital role over there. So what we have to do actually, we must have a good goal in our life. The main problem is that we really don't have a concrete goal in our life, and that's why we really don't understand where we are going. There is a saying that if you don't know where to go, any road will do. Any road will take you there. If you don't know where to go, any road will take you there. So I think that today, in the context of Bangladesh, what I have found that we really don't have any concrete role from my using my strength, what I should do in our life. So I believe that in that case, my request to you will be to try to find out what is your goal and focus on your goal. Give you so positive force and channelize your energy to your goal. I think that expect to do something in our life, but we don't believe in that. So understanding what you want to do, so why, what you want to do in your life and why you want to do it. So I think work on these two, so that can give you some sort of like solid direction in your life, and that can let you save yourself from the distraction, or I should say that, yeah, maybe manipulation, or yeah, so let you focus on your own thing. Yeah, any other question?
Sir, the other question is, sometimes whenever we start talking to others, sometimes the other person is rude or ill-tempered. So how can we handle the situation? Like the person doesn't want to listen to my words, and he randomly using the words that the communication is
Yeah,
I cannot communicate or talking with him
okay,
properly.
I think this is a big crisis of we call it actually rapport building. So we have to give more time, and sometimes we can ask the question to that person like, okay sir, sorry for like feeling making you uncomfortable. I'm not really sure that step you so make yourself comfortable. Sorry for making you uncomfortable. So I think that they have to open up. So this is actually the rapport building problem. So we don't create the much rapport with others. So in that case, if I really need to interact with that type of person, we have to spend more time with that person, try to understand why they are sometimes rude, and what is letting them like behave in a very unweird manner, like the weird manner with you. So try to find out the reason, what makes somebody behave in that way. So this is the question you must ask, what makes somebody to behave in that way, and try to address that. I think that then that can help you. So spending more time actually. Yeah, I think that in that case, Ravanti has put a question. So in that case, actually, we have to politely ask them the question that, okay, sir, like, what I should do actually to get the response from you, or like, did you receive it, or is there any way I can, like, what has happened? So, but sometimes, like, we can ask some question, more question, and try to create the more deep, I think intense relationship, I should say. That sometimes some people like, and I have found that in my case also, I have found that sometimes if very politely some people ask me question where I was not responding, I took it in a very positive manner, and I found the urgency to respond. So I think a gentle reminding can be given, but you cannot say that why you are not responding. You can say that positively, sir, I wrote you 7 days ago, uh, is it okay if I ask you to give me the reply right now, or sir, do you want to take more time, or do you want me to write down the question again? So these are the positive ways you can actually do the thing, but don't use the say that, okay sir, I have to give you 7 days back, you are still not responding. So this kind of wording should not be used. So positive way, we can remind them that, do you want me to send the question again? These are the ways actually, that we can positive respond.
Thank you, sir. I got it.
Okay, thank you. So I think that if you have more question, you can send it. I'll try to address, maybe give the answer later on if I can get the more questions later on. We can collect the questions and you can give it to me. Samia for a friend meme. So
Yes, sir. Pooja Shahar একটা question আছে যে, how can we focus on present even if the past was not good? How to be motivated to move forward if we are already skeptical about the outcome of the studies?
Yeah, actually, I think that self-development is very important. We actually try to take the decision based on the probability, like what has happened in the past. But always remember that the success is measured at the individual level. So your degree, your country, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, who you are, that is important. And in today's world, actually, the international companies are there. You can work abroad also. So if you have the right skill set, right attitude, don't worry about what has happened in the past. And you can never think about the past studies record. Actually, you can always reinvent it, you can always recreate it. So don't have the prejudice that what your seniors have done will actually follow the footprint. Never ever. We can always go beyond that. We can recreate the history again. Right, so I think that we can conclude.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for today's interactive session and for your valuable time. We learned a lot through today's session.
Thank you for inviting me, and hope to interact with you all again.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
You, sir,
Thank
for
you.
your time.
স্যার,
Thank you.
স্যার কখনো যদি কোনো ধরনের প্রয়োজন হয়, আপনাকে ফার্দার যদি রিচ করতে চাই, তাহলে কি কোনোভাবে সম্ভব স্যার?
আমি একটা আমার ইয়ে দিয়ে দিচ্ছি, লাইক আমার ইমেল অ্যাড্রেসটা দিয়ে দিচ্ছি, সো ইউ ক্যান প্লিজ নোট ইট। সো আর আমার সেল নাম্বারটা দিয়ে দিচ্ছি, ইউ ক্যান হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ মি, দিস ইজ মাই হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ নাম্বার অলসো। সো বললেই হবে যে ফারহানা স্টেশন ব্রেন স্টেশন সেট থেকে। সো these are my two information. So this is my email address and this is my cell number. So WhatsApp me about, because I am very passionate. I'm passionate in terms of emotional intelligence. So if you have any queries, any area where I can assist you, do knock me.
How can I get your book, sir?
The book, actually, there are two ways. You can order from the, what is the name of this? I don't know what is the platform.
রকমারি
Yeah, রকমারিতে পাওয়া যাবে। আর একটা হচ্ছে যে you can come to my office to buy from me, basically, because I got some copies from my publisher. So you can come to my office any like WhatsApp me about an appointment, so you can come take the book from me and take picture also with me.
Sir, I want to come to you and want to receive the book from you.
Yeah, thank you, that would be great. All of you are invited. So and then the rate will be very less. The publishers that very less rate than the Rokomari.
Sir, can you please mention that address here?
Address is the Canadian University address, so you can just search for Canadian University of Bangladesh. It is, I'm giving it, so all of you can find it from the website, Google. Let me check it. Yeah, ranks. So it is in
What time will
the
you prefer me to go to come to you?
evening time, 4 to 6 p.m. during that time. You can just WhatsApp me at first.
Okay, sir.
All of you, so if you want to meet me.
Yes, thank you so much ভাইয়া আমাদেরকে সময় দেওয়ার জন্য। আর হচ্ছে যে হোপফুলি আমাদের সাথে যারা আজকে ছিল প্রত্যেকবারের মতোই হচ্ছে যে এনজয় করেছে আপনার ক্লাসটা অনেক। আর আমাদের স্টুডেন্টরা যদি নেক্সট ফার্দার আপনার সাথে কমিউনিকেট করতে চায়, আপনি তো সবকিছু আর কি আমাদের সাথে শেয়ার করেই দিলেন। তো ইন ফিউচারে হচ্ছে যে আমরা চেষ্টা করব ইমোশনাল ইন্টেলিজেন্সটাকে আরো বেশি হচ্ছে যে পিপলের কাছে রিচ করানোর যতভাবে সম্ভব আর কি লিঙ্কডইনের থ্রুতে। স্পেশালি আপনাকে তো আমাদের দরকার, আমাদের স্টুডেন্ট বা যারা পার্টিসিপেন্ট থাকে তারা সবসময়ই আর কি চায়, যারা হচ্ছে যে ফিল্ড এক্সপার্ট থাকে তাদের কাছ থেকে এরকম ইনফরমেশন নেওয়ার। তো থ্যাংক ইউ ভাই আবারও আপনাকে। আর হচ্ছে আমাদের সাথে আজকে যারা ছিলেন দেশের ভেতরে দেশের বাইরে সবাইকে অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ এতক্ষণ আমাদের সাথে থাকবার জন্য। সামিয়া আপুকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ আমাদের পুরো কন্ডাক্ট সেশনটাকে আর কি সুন্দরভাবে হোস্ট করবার জন্য। তো আজকে এই পর্যন্তই। আর সামিয়া আপু আমাদের নেক্সট কবে কোন সেশনটা আছে এটা যদি কোনো অ্যানাউন্সমেন্ট থাকে আপনি বলে দিতে পারেন, আদারওয়াইজ হচ্ছে যে আমি রিকোয়েস্ট করবো আমাদের পার্টিসিপেন্টদেরকে আপনারা আপনাদের ইমেলটা চেক করবেন এবং হচ্ছে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপ গ্রুপে তো আপনাদেরকে জানিয়ে দেওয়া হয় যে নেক্সট আমাদের কবে হচ্ছে কোন সেশনটা থাকবে। থ্যাংক ইউ অল এন্ড গুড নাইট, ভালো থাকবেন সবাই, আল্লাহ হাফেজ।
Thanks to all. Thanks.
Yes, yeah. Good night.